What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Poor Man's Guide to Building a Food Truck, where today we're going to be going through putting one of these in, concession window. Let's see how we did it. In today's video, we're going to be going through the concession window, which I just received about 2 days ago, and how we're going to mount this to the side of the trailer in order to serve our food. So in the previous videos, we've been talking about electrical and a bunch of other stuff. Again, guys, one more time, I'm not a professional. This is just my journey, and maybe it can help you if you lack that kind of knowledge of construction or electrical or whatever it might be. This is what I have done so far, and if you're in a position like me where maybe you don't have a ton of money and you can't just drop, 20-30 grand on a bunch of material or a fully built trailer, maybe this can help you. So like I said, today we're going to be going through the concession window and my plans for putting them onto the side of the trailer. And I've actually decided I'm going to go with 2 windows. I kind of like the look of how having, one to take the order, and then the second one to actually deliver the food and have all the condiments and stuff like that at the second window. I've looked around and I've actually checked out a bunch of local food trucks here, and I really like the look of it, and I think it looks really, really good. So that's what I'm going to go with. So let's get straight into it. All right, guys, and this is the window that I decided to go with. Well, one of 2 windows that I've decided to go with. And what you'll notice right off the bat is it came damaged. So I bought this from Vevor.com. You can see the brand name right there, Vevor.com. And this is a 48 by 36 inch concession window, which I got for about 400 bucks. I was looking around and shopping around for a long time, and this was the best price that I could find. Now, clearly, not always best price is going to pay off. So I've already called the company, and they were really, really great. And they're supposed to be sending me a second one, so without me having to send this one back. So although it has road damage and sure, it is a bit of a setback, I might luck out. I might end up getting 2 for 400 bucks, and then I can just see if I can just repair this somehow without having to spend an additional $400. Again, I don't know how easy this is to repair. I have no idea. If you do know, drop them in the comments and let me know, see what's the best way to fix it. But that's probably about a 13 or 14 inch crack right there in the middle. So like I said, actually really like the window, and I'll go into a bit of detail about it in just a moment. But it's unfortunate that it came damaged. What I will say about Vevor, though, is as soon as I called them, they were very responsive. They were very great, and they emailed me right away regarding the problem, and I sent them a couple of pictures and stuff like that. And I should, hopefully, in the next week or so, be getting another one sent out to me. So fingers crossed. But that's the window that we're going to be using. Now on the other side, guys, so the interior side, you'll see we have a handle right there, release handle, and it's got 2 hydraulic struts on the side, and it opens really nice. It's really smooth. It's kind of hard to show you example what is here on the ground, but I tried it when I first got it, and it's really smooth up, smooth down, looks really nice. The product is great. It's just a shame that it came damaged. So like I said, this one is a 48 by 36. Let me see if I can just get a measurement here for you guys. So 36 inches tall, and it is 48 inches wide, and the lip, which is right here, is about half an inch, about a half-inch lip. So what I'm going to do is show you guys outside and how I'm going to mount it on there, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so on the outside of the trailer, this is approximately where we want that first window to go. I've already measured it out. I've measured it maybe 7 or 8 times already to make sure that it's accurate. I'd rather measure it, and take extra care doing that than cut it too big. So let me just get closer. So what I've done is, as you can see, I already put in a couple of pilot holes. This was the first one. Wasn't quite right, so I had to move it up about half an inch. And then the same up top. I've got a pilot hole up there, pilot hole in the corner, and then pilot hole in that top corner, and that measures 48 by 36. And on the inside, you can see the pilot hole. Well, I've already kind of drawn on it, but the pilot hole comes through right here, down there, left corner, and then left top corner. Like I said, guys, I'm not a professional, so this took me a while to measure it, because you want to make sure the you have clearance, first of all, for the tables that are going to go underneath. And then obviously you only have a certain amount of headspace, so you can't go too far at top. So it took me probably about an hour and a half, I want to say, to actually get it measured to the way that I want it. I also have this electrical outlet right here, which I'm going to have to move further towards the back and put it on the side, because I need to have space for the second window. So now that I have it all measured, really the first step I'm going to do is just take my oscillating tool and just cut out this dark black line right here. That's my final measurement, that top line right there. I'm going to take it and just cut that out. I have planned for this window to be mounted on 2 struts. So I have one here, and then I will reinforce the entire frame so that it's nice and solid on there. Ideally, I wanted to have it mounted on 3 struts, but the measurements just wouldn't allow me to. So you can kind of see there's 1 strut right there, and then 1 strut right there. And then what I'm gonna do is put either some steel or timber on the inside of this frame to give it more anchor points. Unfortunately, I didn't be able to have 3. So, and then again, on the second one, I will have the same thing. It'll be mounted on 2 struts, reinforce the frame. And hopefully that'll give it the support that it needs to not fall out while we're driving down the highway. All right, guys, so the hole is cut on the inside. Looks good. I just remeasured it and measurements come out all good. So hopefully it just slides right in there. So my next steps of what I'm doing is just reinforcing, like I said, this frame. So because it's only going to be mounted on 2 struts, 1 there and 1 there. Obviously be mounted underneath where this wood is. So what I've just started to do is just stuff some insulation down the bottom, and then I'm going to reinforce the frame. I already put this one in right here with this 1x1. So I'm going to go all the way around to give a solid surface to attach the window onto. So that is next steps. All right, guys, and here we are with the hole cut on the side of the trailer. Got the window down there ready to go in. Next step is to get it in there. And here is the finished product. So it took, like most things with this project, a little bit longer than I was expecting. I was cautious with my measurements, so I measured kind of already knowing that I was going to be a little bit too tight, and then I just gradually made it wider and wider until I got it really nice and snug. So this is how it looks from the inside, as you can see, and on the outside it looks just like that. Actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I have to do is silicone the outside, make it nice and watertight. I did not skimp on the silicone. I got the best quality stuff that I could get, because you know, you can't really skimp on that kind of stuff. So as you can see, guys, it looks really nice. And hydraulic struts make it nice and easy to open, and that's how it looks. One more time from the outside with the window open. Really happy with it. And obviously the second window, which should be on the way fairly soon, is going to go right next to it. It's going to be mounted on these 2 struts right here, and we're going to have 1-2 windows right there, nice and open. And then just one other thing, guys, that I did, which I would highly recommend, as well as the silicone, is, as you can see, my pre-drilled holes that came in the window, they did not line up with where the strut is on the actual frame of the trailer. So what I did was just pre-drill a small hole through the window itself, and then just used some of these 3/4 inch self-tapping Phillips head metal screws in order to actually tack it to the frame of the trailer. These screws right here are attached to the wood frame, which I showed you guys earlier, but what I've done is just add those. So 1, 2, and then I've got 1, 2 up there as well, making sure that it is firmly attached to the frame of the trailer. And this is what I was talking about, guys, with the silicone. I chose to get a real high quality brand. It's the GE Supreme silicone, 100% waterproof. It's about 10 bucks or something like that at Lowe's. Still really quite inexpensive, but make sure you get a high quality silicone. We don't want any water coming in there. And once again, guys, thank you all for subscribing to the channel. That's going to be it for this video today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment sections below. like, subscribe, follow, and once again, thank you guys so much. The support recently has been really, really great. So till next time, thanks.